Hello. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good week. I don't know where August went. I was doing something at work today and I was like, oh yeah, the 19th, that's far away. We got time. And then I looked at the date and I was like, that's today. Crazy. Excited to be back. Excited to be reading more. I will say the last few streams, I have become so overwhelmingly hot. I couldn't figure out why because my AC's on. The fan was on nothing. So I've been dying for no reason. Hello. A pretty funny time to stop last time. Oh, great. I'm interested to see why. Well, I really wanted to, in my defense, at 8:30, I was like, okay, the next narrative beat, we're going to stop because I was so tired. And then 20 minutes later, it was like, okay, I guess this is the time to stop. I was like, let's have the girls have their huge fight and then we're going to stop for the day. Let me get this all set up for y'all. Hopefully you can hear that. I don't know what my voice is doing. The huge. I spoke today, so don't know why it's doing this. I had a doctor's appointment today. I had to drive 40 minutes to go to this doctor's appointment. And then they spent maybe 15 minutes with me. And then I had to drive 40 minutes home. Can we talk about that? I was so pissed off. I was like, I drove here for so long. For what? The joys of the American medical system. Well, it's also because the closer doctor, that was it's the same part, company. The closer one was booking out until October or November, and I was like, or I could drive 40 minutes and see somebody sooner. But still, I was pretty pissed off driving today. But yeah, I also remember that happened today. The last couple weeks have been a haze. Okay. Now let's get into this. Where we left off. Oh god. Marina and Asya were fighting. And it came out that Marina basically doesn't want to talk to the cops because it could get her brother in trouble. We learned that Ira is unwell mentally. My poor girl. There is no music right now. Yeah. Let's move forward. Maybe the music will start. Oh, jeez. Can you hear that? Thank you. I'm just gonna say thank you once. Thank you, 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 thank you. It's not enough. I really, though, this is a funny place to stop because I thought I stopped at the end of this, and I stopped in the middle. Hang on, I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Okay, so we stopped here. The only reasonable thing for me to do is say thank you. So I will do just that. I'll say it. I'll say it as many times as it takes to get my feelings across. In other words, I'll say it endlessly. And I was like, that's a beautiful time to stop. Nope. Okay, music. Go off. It's not enough. My life is finite, and so is my gratitude. It will never be enough, even if I keep living until our dying sun swallows the earth. It's a promise I will never fulfill. So, I'll retract it. I apologize. I need to try a different approach. The number of gratitudes I can express will always be finite and meager. But what if the gratitude itself becomes infinite? An expression of endless gratitude. Is that possible? Does it sound right? I can repeat my thanks for as long as I live, like a pulsar emitting wave after wave of electromagnetic radiation. Yes, just like that. A pulsar's radiation travels endlessly inside a vacuum. Mine should be able to do the same. But right now, my signals keep getting buried under the 10,000 kilometers of our planet's atmosphere. They're too weak. They dissipate under the weight of my 5 quadrillion tons of air. Well, not as much as if they travel straight up, but I'm not good enough at math to do that numbers. All that I know is my signal isn't strong enough. So then, what can I do? I could become an astronaut and fire off my messages from orbit. That has to work. Except I don't have anything it takes to be an astronaut. The next best thing would be to send a strong radio signal from the surface. But sending a transmission powerful enough to break through the Earth's atmosphere requires equipment that's way out of my reach. It's in the same realm of possibility as me actually traveling to space. But then, what other options are there? How can my broadcast persevere? Okay, this music is like banging in a way that's making it hard to focus. Ah, right. Isn't it obvious? Of course, it's so much like me to rely on others. It's so much like me to look for an external means of getting what I want. The answer is right there, right in front of my nose. The answer is in my reflection. It's staring at me from the bathroom mirror. Oh my god, that's scary. Girl, I don't think you're okay. I know it's supposed to be sweet, but I did get a little jump scared. Me. It's all about me. I am my own parabolic antenna. The strength of my signal is decided by my own level of gratitude. It's a matter of my resolve. It's a matter of admiration. It's a matter of dedication. If my signal is unable to pierce through the sky, that's a personal failing of mine. That's something I'm responsible for fixing. Can I do that? I can. Naturally, I can. Any point made against that will be an excuse. I just need to work hard. I need to work hard so that I will feel so much more grateful. I need to overflow with adoration. I need to overflow with reverence. I need to overflow with love. If I fail to do that, my voice will never make it to the cosmos. And then when I'm so overwhelmed with grace that I could die, I'll get up to the highest point atop the sea level that I'm able to reach. I'll climb up high, and I will look into the sky, and I will angle myself so that the trajectory is just right. Then I will start my most powerful transmission to date. I will scream thank you and I love you so loud that all of the people in the radius of 3,000 kilometers will feel it in their hearts, bones, and muscles. And their TV signals and radios will break. And the next day, the whole world will report a radio signal of unprecedented strength blasting from the communism peak. She is so 15-year-old girl and I love her. Although, maybe Matt Elbrus is more realistic. If I remember right, Dad climbed it when he was in university. At least he has a pin from there tucked away in one of the drawers. Maybe I should ask him about it. No, better not. He's tired after work. I should go to my room. Tomorrow's the weekend, so I can stay up late. I don't need to do any homework today either. I have the whole evening to myself. I will rest. And starting tomorrow, I'll work harder than ever before. I'll love this world with everything I've got. Hey, would you say that you, love the world and everything in it? Ooh, December 21st. The world is as bright as sunless days allow. The air is clear and soft despite the cold. The statue on the main square shines in silver. I have already made my rounds around the city. It's been a wonderful time as usual. I've seen all there is to see. I've admired all there is to admire. It's what I would say if I were a liar. I travel south towards a single place I've been neglecting. It's easy to avoid since it's right on the edge of the long residential street. The car repair shop. There's nothing special about it at all, aside from the fact the owner's son is a classmate of mine. So what's my problem with it? I suppose you can call it pettiness. Ever since that one incident, I've been avoiding the spot like the plague. But it was never the shop's fault. It was poor luck that, and my own overreaction. If I want to achieve my goal, I need to get over myself and face it. Right, I'm sticking to it. I'm sending my message to the universe. Of course, there are requirements I have to meet. I need to take in and process the beauty of the whole, entire world to achieve the right signal strength. If I can't find the beauty in everything this town has to offer, how could I ever grasp the grandeur of the planet, let alone the universe? I'm well familiar with every other part of Vorkuta 5. So excluding one area because of an old joke gone wrong is just unfair. I'm sorry, car repair shop. I'll fix my mistake. Oh, I love her. Again, another banger. How am I supposed to read when I just want a J.A.T.O? I momentarily freeze up, then scoot behind a corner. Just now. Was it Garn walking down that side of the road? I peek out just to check. There he is. That's right. He's marching quickly, hands in pockets. A couple times he turns around as if to make sure he's not being followed. Huh. I wait until he is a good distance away before I come out of my hiding. I'd rather not encounter him after what happened yesterday. Yeesh. He's never been this crude with me before. I mean, there are plenty of people on the street, so maybe I'm being overly cautious, but better safe than sorry, right? The road ends. There's the workshop. It's bathed in pure white light, almost as if it's glowing, inviting me in. I take a look around and don't see anyone, just cold and empty cars, some crates stacked by the building, concrete slabs. The snow keeps softly flowing from the hills. It's quiet. I take a peek through one of the windows, but the only thing I see is my reflection. They fixed it then. Is there really nobody inside? It's not like I particularly wanted to enter, but I thought that might be the best way to go about it. Have a quick glance, see how normal everything is, and then leave. Nice and simple. Looks like they are closed today, though. I'm certain they work on Sundays, too. I should just check the schedule at the door. There. A scratched up metal plate. Let's see. Monday, 9 to 8. Tuesday, 9 to 8. Wednesday, 9 to 8. Right? That's 8. Friday, 9 to 8. Saturday, 10 to... Oh god, quick math. 6. Saturday, 10 to 6. Should be open. It's Sunday just past 12. I knock on the door, then give it a tug. It won't budge. I give another tug, then a push. That's strange. Maybe it's not the time yet, but when? If not today? Would the universe really hold me back like that? No. Not jump to such conclusions. The mechanics are probably on lunch break. Huh, of course. Though I don't believe they had it listed. Did I miss that? Nope. No lunch break listed. No lunch break. So it's not me being inattentive. Then why? Oh. Maybe it's some sort of holiday today? I'm bad at keeping track of things like that. Well, shouldn't there be a notice or... Wait. I look over the metal plate again. What? Hey, what? Huh? That can't be right. Saturday's open for 2 minutes? 2 whole minutes? Wait. That doesn't seem like... What? I rub my eyes and blink intensely. Did I not get enough sleep? I'm just not seeing straight. I shouldn't have read so much before I went to bed. I need to focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. I am going crazy. These are O's, not zeros. This is just overnight. Huh? Matt, Tuesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. Girl, I think you're having some problems. Monday through Saturday, open all day, 99 isn't a time, closed indefinitely on Sundays. Why does... Okay. It's okay. I got it. I know what this is. Do you? Because I don't. I shut my eyes. It's just a dream. I've seen these things before. I come to my apartment door, but the number is all messed up and wrong. I need to make an urgent call, but the rotary dial wraps into a spiral. That would freak me out. I'm running through my school and can't find the right classroom because the number I need doesn't exist. In times like this, I need to firmly close my eyes. I need to understand this isn't real. Then when my eyes open, I'll be in my room. I'll see the morning light beaming in through the window, projecting a bright square on the wall. I'll look into the sliver of the sky outside, and it will be a soft hue, pink and blue. Nope. I open. Okay, normal times. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I saw Tasia's name in there. I see. That's what it is. Oh my god. Hey, what? No one told me this game was scary. Tasia's faces. This. What? I stumble back. What is this? What's going on? My vision's clear. I look around. It's all the same. Oh. I can't read all of that. Oh, okay, so she thinks that Garin is playing a prank on her. You've really helped me out today, Vadim. Today I've set out to fall deeper than before, to fall deeper in love. Right now I'm so full of love, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I'm so grateful. My fingers won't stop shaking. Thank you, Vadim. I won't forget this. Till the day I die. What is that? What is that? The window still won't let me peer inside. It's way too bright and all I see is my own silhouette. The snowfall is neither harsh nor light because there's no snowfall, only snow. No, I misunderstood. Who said that I can't peer inside? That's me. That's me behind the glass. I'm looking in and looking out at the same time. I'm looking in and looking out the window. No one told me this game is uneasy. I see. What do you see, Asya? What do you see from behind? What do you see from inside of a sealed body shop? The same thing you see from the outside, Asya. The same blue sky. The same infinity. The same unfashionable coat. Oh, what was that? That's... Hey, what the fuck? It smells of oil. The air is so thick I feel like I'm choking. Ah. Huh. Feels like I have grit under my nails. My hands are cold. It's dark. Am I covered in dirt? Everything's lined with sour dust. As if the void sticks to my skin and coats the inside of my mouth and lungs. It's almost enough to make me puke. Oh, come taketh? To... Okay. I think... What are they saying? Are they addressing me? Do they know that I'm here? Are they laughing? The voices have become completely unintelligible. The walls between us is becoming thicker by the second. I have to cry out to them. Maybe this time. Nothing comes out. Or does it? It's like my words collapse against the wall before they reach them. A wall. That's right, it's a dark metal wall. A closed door. A lock firmly shut. I've been banging against it, yelling, all to no avail. Well, someone did attack her. My body is too soft. My words are too weak. My outline is too blurry. Of course I can't break through. I'm no more than a shadow. Dirty, dusty, grimy shadow that reeks of petroleum and sweat. Why is a shadow afraid of the dark? A raindrop shouldn't fear the ocean. Fragment shouldn't fear the whole. Perhaps I didn't know it was a shadow. I lived too long thinking it was something so much more solid. It believed the notion of agency existed in its world. What a naive little shadow that was. Oh, I don't want to face the truth. I'm scared. The time has come for it to face the truth. The blurry shadow slumps down, head against the wall. The voices are a muffled mess, but there's no need to pay it any mind. Soon the shadow won't have the ears to hear them with. Soon the shadow won't have to concern itself with anything. The smell of oil is sharp, but soon there won't be anything to smell it. The floor is cold, but soon there won't be anything to touch it. The pain is piercing, but soon there won't be anything to feel it. It's a good deal, isn't it? No. The shadow doesn't resist anymore. The void opens its maw. Get out. Huh? What? My head tilts upward. A clear voice. So clear it's like the words are spoken right into my ear. Who? I spin around. Okay. Yay. A window. Was it always there? Pale light seeps through the frost. The thin glass barrier is impossibly far, but maybe I can... No, I have to. I stumble and grope my way through the darkness. Ah! My hand strikes against something cold and heavy. What's that? Metal? A tool? Doesn't matter. Something to grab onto. Ugh. The weight steadies me. Well, this thing sure is hefty. Or maybe I'm just out of shape. No, that's not true. I do have a shape. My body has a steady form. Of course it does. Because my hand is firmly clasped around a wrench. I feel its temperature, weight, and texture. It's there. I'm there. My arm rises. If this doesn't work, it's going to be really embarrassing. Embarrassing? Who cares? Do either do or don't. As simple as that. That's right. It is that simple. My arm swings down. What is going on? You... Who are you? Me. It says me. It doesn't say Asya. Yeah? What is this jam signals? What is this? Oh, great. We're back in the school. Great. December 22nd. What the fuck was that? This game just got so much more interesting. I've been loving this game and now I'm like, now I need to know. Shit just got crazy. Man, the constant dark is making me depressed already. I hate this time of year. Is it that bad? It's not like there's no light at all. Can you call that light? It's dingy mist all afternoon. I feel like I got shoved into a smokestack. Can you go crazy from vitamin D deficiency? Do people die from that? I don't think so. And personally I find it rather nice. Everything looks so gentle. Ugh, this makes me all moody. The guys made fun of me for that. Can you imagine? Ain't it normal to feel down when you're not getting any sun? I heard it's pretty common, yes. You wilt like a sad little flower. Exactly. You're so right. I am a gentle rose freezing to death. I waste away, no photosynthesis, no water, nothing. There. You'll get your sunlight soon. Not until the end of winter, I won't. Anyway, I wonder how we haven't run into you. Yesterday. I thought we'd see you by the library or something. Oh, I just went to the outskirts. It's really, serene out there. Serene, you say? Yes. It's a little dim right now, but it's very beautiful too. Never thought about going there this time of year. A bit too cold for walks, you know? Yeah, I understand. But hey, maybe I'm missing something, like the season's charm and all. Hey, maybe I'll tag along sometime. I could use a change of scenery. That would be great. Please do whenever. Yay! Then count me in. You know, our recent hangouts have been kind of sucky. Oh. No, with you, my friends. Some of them have stupid curfews now. Half of us had to be home by 7. 7! Can you believe that? Oh. Wow. Why now? Parents are worried because of Ira being gone. I mean, I get it, but it's been 4 days. Yeah. No news on your end, I figure? Nothing. Marina's face darkens. She sighs. The adults organized a search party this weekend. Maybe you've heard? No. My dad was home. My mom, too. I see. Well, my brother went. And? She shakes her head. As expected. If the search party found anything, it would have already be the talk of the town. It's comforting in a way. If they found Ira's body after so long. No, I'd rather not think about that. You know what I've been thinking? That she left the city? No. She has to be at someone's place. Of course, this possibility has also crossed my mind, but all of the arguments in its favor sounded either too morbid or too far-fetched. I was just looking back here. I'm like, now I'm looking for people in the back of every single scene. Do you mean she was kidnapped? I don't know. She could be staying on her own accord. But where would that be? I can't think of anyone Ira would trust that much. Well, there's the two of us for starters. Huh? We're the last 2 people that saw her, right? Who's to say one of us ain't guilty? But we weren't even that close. And Ira, she's not in my apartment. How do I know if you're telling the truth? Marina, I don't like this joke. Sorry, I'm just speaking from the point of view from investigation. Ask me the same thing, I'll stumble the same way. The only means to prove my innocence would be a house search. I kinda have a theory on what might be going on. You do? Yep. More of a hunch, but more I think about it. Marina looks around. I don't like whispering about stuff like this at school, though. You know what? How about I call you later? Oh, like in the evening? Yeah. Can I have your number? Yes, of course. I pulled out a scrap of paper and scratched the digits into it with a dull pencil. Thanks. I have some plans before that, so I'll dial as soon as I'm back. Won't be too late with everyone getting dragged home at baby hours. Does 8 sound good? Sure. I'm going to the library anyways. Have fun out there. I'll sure as hell try. You have, enriching experience. I will. Thanks. So how am I supposed to just like move on from what just happened? With no explanation? I'm just supposed to move on and pretend like what just happened didn't happen? Marina runs off. Man, now I have to wait until evening to find out. I wanted to wind down a little after school, but now I'll be all restless. Well, maybe not. I haven't visited the library in a long while. Maybe that's why I've been so stressed in the past months. It's always nice and quiet there. I'm sure it'll help me relax. I make my way back to class. Hey, Shabina. Hey. Did we have no homework? Your notebook's empty. Oh, no, we did. I'm pretty sure. Well, where is it? Nowhere. I didn't do it. I'm surprised hum rolls through the whole group. That's okay. I'm also a little shocked. Oh, is someone getting rebellious? No, it just slipped my mind. Ugh, classic. Yeah, right. Taking some time off yourself is great and all, but you gotta come up with a better excuse. I'm serious though. Really? Yes. Ugh. Well, that's good. Would be pretty selfish of you to start ditching homework altogether. Huh? We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. Well, what do we do without you? Hear that? These people need you, Shabina. Okay. We'll forgive you this time, but don't get used to it. Anyways, like in, what? Pass the notes? The Russian ones? No, fucking Japanese. You're supposed to be smart, aren't you? Okay there. I really did forget. After yesterday's prank, my head was all over the place. Oh, that was a prank. Girl, someone kidnapped you. Or you had a disassociative episode. I can't with these children. Really, school was the last thing on my mind. Although that does remind me. I turned towards the boys who are now preoccupied with copying Lakin's homework. Vadim? He clicks his tongue. You see I'm busy? Yes, but shut up. He briefly glances at me. If you want something, ask me later. Okay. The bell rings right after Garin finishes his notes, so I don't get the chance to ask him, not until the lesson ends. At least the teacher doesn't check my homework. She's used to me always having it prepared. I feel like I've just abused someone's trust a little. After the lesson is done, I catch up to Garin in the hallway. What? I wanted to ask you about yesterday. Yesterday? His face twitches. He looks back at his friends. The hell are you talking about? I saw you on the street, so... What's this about? It's whatever. You go on ahead, guys. Alright. See ya. Garin turns towards me, and before I can understand what's going on, I feel my side hitting the wall. Ow. Oh, jeez. What the fuck did you see? He dragged me, no more like threw me behind the nearest corner. What the fuck did you see, Shabina? What do you want? I saw you walking from there, so I know you did that prank. What? The prank at the car repair. I just wanted to know how you managed to do that. And also how you knew. What? What prank? What are you on about? I know you did that. Don't pretend. I saw you walking looking guilty. It's okay. I think it's a pretty funny prank. I mean, I don't. I'd rather you didn't prank me like that anymore, but I've never seen anything like it. How do you do that? It was like a magic trick. Magic? The hell? Shabina, are you high? The hell do you think I did? Change the schedule. The one on the door to the car repair shop. I saw it. Why would I do that? Come on, Vadim. I know it's just one of your jokes. You don't want me to I won't tell anyone. It's just that it's pretty obvious. I just want to understand how you knew about that. Karan takes a step back, looking me up and down. Did you have a weird dream or something? No. Why can't you just answer me? He sighs and then runs a hand through his hair. I know you don't get out much, but stores change their working hours all the time. It's freaking normal. No, not like that. It's not about the hours. I want to know, how did you know that I'd be going there? How did you know about Tasya? He stares at me as if he's so confused, as if he doesn't get it. But I know he does. He's just pretending not to for some reason. Aaron's afraid he'll get in trouble for messing up the metal plate. Duh, of course. That has to be it. He really didn't think this one through, did he? Okay, I don't know what happened, but you're talking nonsense. He turns away. Thanks for wasting my time, I guess. He's leaving. He's going back to the hallway. No, he can't go. Wait. I grab onto his sleeve. He shakes me off. Damn it, get off of me. I said I have no clue what you're babbling about. But Tasyas, I don't know any fucking Tasyas. He walks off hastily, as if I were contagious. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Aaron has never had any issue admitting to a prank. Didn't he take pride in pulling them off? So if he's managed something so elaborate, shouldn't he brag about it to the boys? Why is he so dead set on playing dumb? It sure seemed like he had something in mind when I mentioned seeing him from across the street. It's not like I made anything up. Even if he's scared of being charged for facing the timetable, he's going a bit overboard with the whole oblivious act, isn't he? No, I think you had a dissociative episode. Or were kidnapped. No. Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. I'm being too cynical. I'm expecting too little of this kind, beautiful world. Karan might not be thinking about himself at all. I didn't even consider the possibility. What if what he's feeling isn't fear? What if it's regret? Oh my god, girl. She's killing me. She's absolutely killing me. It's never happened before. He's never been one to show remorse, and why should he? It's all just harmless games, but maybe he realized that yesterday was a little too much. So when he saw how scared I got, he chose not to tell anyone. He thought it would be better to act like it never happened. I just remembered something. Didn't she comment that the window was fixed? At the car repair shop? So had this happened to her before? Magic Man, hello! It is mighty time. How are you doing? Sorry I haven't been swinging by your streams lately. Work has been so busy. I am doing a charity drive. Thank you for asking. probably the last week-ish of the charity drive. You can hit !donate to donate to Trans Lifeline. They're a very cool nonprofit. No, I appreciate the hint. I will also be personally donating $100 to whatever total we raise, so very exciting. I'm also tired. I feel that. But maybe he realized yesterday that it was a little too much, so when he saw how scared I got, he chose not to tell anyone. He thought it would be better to act like it never happened, just like those boys did. It's okay. I thought about it, but I just won't do one today. But thank you for the reminder. Of course, he never apologized. There's nothing to apologize for. I'm not gloating about it. For Garin, it's as good as saying sorry. Garin, I must have taken so much from you. Is that why you looked nervous? You were already doubting yourself, regretting your actions as you fled the crime scene? I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were feeling right away. I didn't get why you denied it all so fervently. But it's okay. I see it now. I didn't hear their conversation with Marina. That's a false statement, but if I pretended it's true, if I don't do anything with that information, if I don't change the way I see either of them, then it becomes reality. It cannot be objectively disproven. Nothing happened at the car repair shop. If both me and Garin believe that, if both of us act like that's the truth, it will become just that. That's incredible. I never would have thought he'd do something like that. I didn't know he understood such things. I'm still not sure how he learned about Tasya saving me, or how he knew that I would go there again. I'm sure he's heard about the incident, but I suppose stuff like that is not important anymore. You've offered me the option to undo what happened yesterday. It's very special coming from someone like you. And I appreciate the sentiment. I won't refuse. Thank you for doing that, Vadim. Thank you so much. This girl... I worry for this girl. She's too forgiving to people who are very cruel to her. Oh god. Okay, any people back here? Now I'm gonna be really freaked out. The town library. It feels like it's been ages since I last visited here. Objectively, it's very small. My mind involuntarily compares it to the Lenin Library in Moscow. I was so blown away by its sheer size during our 6th grade field trip. In contrast, this tiny reading hall bores on being claustrophobic. Its walls are the same shade of green as the school cafeteria or the corridor of a children's clinic, and yet, I still feel right at home. The book selection isn't huge, and I've read through pretty much everything I was interested in multiple times, but it's quality over quantity kind of thing. We have some wonderful editions of the classics. I've heard most small-town libraries get low-quality print, so I suppose that's where our close-town privilege comes in. I wonder if the same applies to cinema. I'm too shy to watch movies all alone, so I don't know a lot about the local lineup. I cannot relate. I prefer going to the movies alone. I should ask Marina about that. Asyanka, long time no see. Where have you been, sweetheart? Hello, Lilia Ivanova. I'm sorry, I've been going out more. Oh, that's lovely. Don't apologize. I always said a young girl like you shouldn't spend all of her days cramped up in here. But I like being cramped up in here. I missed it. Liliana Ivanovna smiled. She's the librarian. It's not that we're particularly close. We just exchange some pleasantries whenever I come by, so I didn't expect her to be happy to see me again. I suppose she doesn't get too many visitors. I feel a pang of guilt deep in my chest. Actually, do you have, Angelique by Anne Golan? Oh dear, I'm afraid we don't. But you know, my daughter used to love those books a lot. I'll ask if I could lend you a few volumes. Oh, you don't have to. Please, it's no trouble at all. You're a sweet girl. I'm sure she won't mind. Thank you so much. Of course. Ah, gee. Now I feel even worse for not stopping by. Next time I'll bring Liliana Ivanovna a box of chocolates. Why the full government name every time? I browse the shelves. It's a bit of a shame I can't see what Angelique's all about. But I'm not really in the mood for something like that, if I'm being honest. I want to read something familiar. Something easy. Something like 100 Years Ahead by Kir Bulichev. Perfect. I sit at my usual spot. It's probably embarrassing to read children's books at my age, but I don't want anything too heavy today. I don't want anything sad. I've read this one many times before. If I were caught by Nazis and the only way to live was to recite a passage from this book, I'd probably survive. Okay. Why would the Nazis want that? Listen, it's a hypothetical situation. Oh right, there was this adaptation made last year. Everyone really liked it. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm glad more people saw the story, but it's not how I imagined the stuff from the book at all. Ugh, another annoying thing. I just keep imagining the movie version as I read. Crap. I need to keep the way I've always pictured it in mind. I need to really focus. My concentration increases with each flip of the page. I need to keep the futuristic tech in mind. I need to keep the future world in mind. I need to keep the present world in mind. I need to keep the aliens in mind. I need to keep the milophone in mind. I need to keep everyone's face in mind. I need to keep Werther's face in mind. I need to keep Kolya's face in mind. I need to keep Alice's face in mind. I need to keep Tasia's face in mind. I need to keep her face in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Ugh, this isn't helping me relax at all. I shut the book and slumped down to the table. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to read this. I wanted something I wouldn't need to think too hard about. Well, it's no biggie. The kids section has plenty of other stuff. I get up to go grab something else. A fairy tale will do. I'm so scared. I'm gonna get jump scared. Morozoko. Morozko? This is a really good edition. Something about it always fascinated me in a way I found hard to place. Perhaps it was the tone. The folk version had more morbid ending compared to the published story. That's how it often is with fairy tales. But this retelling, something about it had always felt off to me, even when I read it as a little kid. It felt like the text was covering up something I shouldn't see. Are you warm, my lass? I am, Morozko. Eshkina responded, shivering. Morozko leaned it in lower, cracking and clicking. I really think children like being scared, even when there's no reason to. They'll try their hardest to come up with one. Not me. Can't relate. Ow, I hit my elbow. Okay. You can stare at a beautiful book illustration and refuse to trust it. You can read a short and sweet cautionary tale and imagine something horrific. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? I am, Morozko. Mashenka, I got it once, responded, teeth chattering from the cold. The frost grew stronger. The girl's cheeks burned bright red. She breathed white mist, her fingers barely moved. Are we all thrill seekers as children? Maybe it's a simple survival instinct. Why is this getting darker? Well, I guess it's getting darker during the day. Always prepare yourself for the worst. Always imagine a scary face staring from the dark. Always think twice about what hides behind a smile. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? Are you warm, my dear? Oh, so warm, Morozko. The girl responded, her voice growing silent. Why is it turning red? I don't trust this game anymore. No, that doesn't sound right. What a depressing life it would be if we always had to scare ourselves into experiencing its best moments. At least I'm not like that anymore. I don't imagine scary things when there are none, because I know the world better than that. I know there is way more to love than there is to despise or fear. Not some impulsive emotional choice. No, it's the only rational conclusion to everything. Then Morosco took pity on the girl. He wrapped Meshenka in a heavy fur coat, covered her in a blanket of snow, and warmed her up. Why? Turning around. I'm so stressed out. Okay, right. Flipping through one stunning picture to another, this is far more enjoyable than the original. The folktale is predictable. It's so simple and crude, it's underwhelming. The good girl respects the rules of the ritual and lives. The bad girls break the rules or rides back to her mother as a frozen corpse. An interesting piece of folklore, but the idea of it, I'm not sure what a modern kid can glean from that. Maybe Garin was right. I am getting rebellious. Although, if we look at Morosco, the entity, as if he were the extension of the universe's will, I think I'm getting it. The real meaning, of course. That's what it is. Morosco is the natural order. It is the will of the world. Yes, you may fear it. You can find yourself in a situation where any positive feeling toward it may seem impossible. But you must gather all your strength to love it still. And then you will surely be rewarded. Yes. Have you ever noticed it before? It's been beating me over the head all along. Now I see. In that sense, it's an incredible story. In that sense, every child across the world has got to read it. I look down at a page I've never seen before. It's Morosco and Meshenka and every other character's face smiling wide and looking right at me. I'm so scared. I did it. I got the message. The lesson you've been trying to get through to me all of these years. I finally understood it. This is my little celebration. This is my acknowledgement. Today I realized something very good and important. I stare at the page, this never-before-seen page, and I am filled with gratitude. I know that it is just for me and my eyes only. Nobody in the world but me has seen those smiles. What an incredible honor. I'm such a lucky girl. You know what? This part really, I don't know if anyone has read Nona the Ninth. It's part of the Locked Tomb series. And when Asya talks about the world and like being a part of the universe and living life, she sounds a lot like Nona, the character. To me. Not one-to-one, but it just reminds me a lot of that character. Goodbye, Lilia Ivanova. Oh, goodbye, Asya. Stay safe. Of course I'll be safe. Because I've got this amazing blessing, this acknowledgement on my side. I'll be okay no matter what. I don't like that she said that. Marina. Hello? Evening. I hear Marina's cheery voice on the other end of the phone. Good evening, Marina. You're late. What do you mean? It's basically 8. It's 15:15. Maybe I should have been the one to call. Sorry. I wasn't aware we were on a timer. Being a little late is fashionable, you know? I'm not very fashionable. Well, you can always change that. And be late? No, I'm just gonna let it ring. We aren't gonna finish the game. Just end it right here. For starters, you can always make your hair all wild. Ever seen Nastya from my class? She has this crazy perm. I don't know how to do that. Also, I think my dad would kill me. You go to a salon for it. I kinda want to get one. Love says I look stupid, but what does he know? That guy dresses like a total schlub. Isn't she worried he could hear her? Oh, right. How was your library trip? Oh, well, it's a library trip. It was good. Come on, at least try to make it sound interesting. Well, I'm kidding. You don't have to. It was enlightening. Perhaps everything I've believed until today was wrong, but the me you're speaking to right now is a much wiser and braver person than before. That trip was pivotal. It was monumental. Whoa. Huh. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Never underestimate the quiet types, they say. How was your hangout? Neither pivotal nor monumental, I'm afraid. Sat at the cafe, looked at some magazines, got the new Rosnick. You read that one? Oh, no. I read, The Young Naturalist and Coster. Ugh, that does sound like you. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, didn't mean it in a bad way, but, I mean, aren't you curious about something more, grown up? I read grown-up stuff all the time. Oh yeah? Like what? Books? Dad's newspapers? Mom's magazines? Oh, so mature. But, well, what mature stuff do you read, Marina? The good stuff. Rosnick, Work Shift, Robotna, Fashion of the Socialist Republics? How is the last one mature? You know what, Asuka? I gotta lend you some of those. You'll love them. Eh? I don't know, I'm not really into... No, I'm serious. You're gonna love Work Shift. I had this crazy story about a drug dealer last month. You have to check it out. There's one about a foreign prostitute or something a couple of issues ago too. I'll look for it. Those do really sound interesting. Alright. I'm not sure my dad will like me reading that though. That's so. Well then, we can read together. Really? Yeah. I'll bring some this week. Okay. To be quite honest, I've been curious about those publications for a while. Last year I even bought myself an issue of Rosnick. I read all of it in one sitting. But then Dad found out and, well, it wasn't worth it. Guess I could just buy the issues and read them right away. Then, I could throw them away, but that sounds really wasteful. Oh, maybe I could donate them to the library? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Although if Marina will share her magazines with me, I might as well save my allowance. Right, so let's get back to on topic. The reason I called you. Yes. There's a long pause on the other end of the phone, almost as if Marina was bracing herself. Remember our talk about Ira's condition? Of course. Of course. Well, here's the thing. I told you how Ira can get into these states when she isn't quite there. Usually she could snap out of those. Took some time, maybe a couple minutes, even hours, but she got over it, and as time went on, it grew more and more difficult. The treatment helped. The pills acted as stabilizers, so it was like the pits in her mind became more shallow. They still formed, but they became easier to manage, easier to climb from. And when Ira stopped taking them, it was like being dropped right in the middle of a canyon. Marina paused. The way she spoke sounded as if she had to force out every word, made worse by the muffled receiver. And that's just half the problem. There's more? Oh, thank you for the stretch. I need it. You know, I got a bigger desk when I moved, and I still ended up just like in a corner when I stream. When you stay in that state for too long, you begin to deteriorate. Huh? The human brain isn't made to handle that sort of stress, so as a result, our consciousness or higher functions start to decay. What? In other words, we gradually lose what makes us human. I don't know if it's irreversible, but from all I've heard, that's how it is. I feel a cold lump in my throat. Higher functions deteriorating? Losing what makes us human? Just what the hell kind of illness is that? Oh, same. I love being lopsided while I game. But my back hates me the next day. When we saw Ira that day, it seemed like she'd been out of it for hours, so there's a high chance that if she didn't snap out of it soon after, her consciousness began to fall apart. But here's the thing. She couldn't have run off in such a state. Finding a place to hide would also be extremely difficult. She wouldn't be capable of coming up with a covert hiding spot. At least not anything that multiple search parties would manage to overlook. Hell yeah. Honestly, I have been famously getting into a lot of Thai GL shows lately, so I've been listening to a lot of Thai, which I don't understand. But then I switch back to English, and it takes, like, an English-speaking show, and it takes my brain a second to, like, be like, oh no, you understand that language. And English does sound funny. So, what do you think she did? She went home. You know how walking home can kind of feel like autopilot? It's not something you need to actively think about. So even if Ira became completely dazed, it's very possible she still found her way home. Although it must have taken her a while. Oh, nice! Yeah, you gotta celebrate a national holiday. Even just a tiny bit. I don't get it. She was declared missing that same evening. If she came back, why would they file the report? I think they really did believe she disappeared. I told you, it could have taken her a very long time, hours even. Ira's mind was in tangles. She's likely had no clue how long it took. I'm trying to think. Not in the US. I don't think so. Let me look it up. Looking up like a name day national holiday. I don't think we have something similar. We don't have a lot of holidays in the US, to be fair. Okay. Oh, like personal? No, we don't. Just birthdays. But yeah, I know a lot of cultures have name days. We're just boring. We just get one day. I think maybe some religions do. Ooh, that's a fun coincidence. You can kind of just celebrate your name day. And be like, actually, it's a national holiday for me. No, I love it. I wish we had more fun holidays. That was my favorite thing about being in Europe, was like, it would be like, you know, like everything's closed on Sundays. You kind of prepare for that, but then you find out like, oh, why is it a Tuesday and everything's shut down? Oh, it's this holiday. And you're just like, okay. I do think it's fun. What did I just do? I didn't mean to press that. Okay. So, what you're saying is, Ira's parents filed a missing report when she didn't come home as usual. That was probably late at night. Yeah, the report was filed somewhere after 11. Then after they already called the police, Ira returned? Yep. So why wouldn't they call up the report? She sighs. Well, that's the nasty part. Huh? Let's say Ira showed up a couple hours later, at 1, maybe 2, something like that. Consider the state she would be in at that point. Consider how Ira kept her condition secret, how she avoided both her home and public places. For all we know, it was her parents' first time seeing her like that. And if it was in that extreme state, and hanging low, blabbering nonsense, legs unstable, well, at first they probably thought she was drunk or high. They screamed at her, they demanded to know what she was doing, where, with whom. But then they'd stop. They realized something was wrong. Maybe they'd feel it in their gut. Something about the way she slumped against her chair, or the way she kept muttering nonsense, or the way that her eyes seemed both glazed over and alert at the same time. It had to be unsettling. No, more like really freaking scary. Oh my gosh, I love that. You just get to be special. You get all the big holidays for yourself. So, they might have panicked. Panicked? Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They tried to be rational. A panicked kind of rational. Do you remember our talk at the cafe? Yes. Their family has a reputation to uphold. Whatever remains of it, at least. Their daughter's already the problem child, the difficult, the unstable one of the bunch. What do you think people would say to Ira coming home looking like she shot up God knows what substance, or better yet, returning way past midnight, mumbling like a lunatic? You're not saying that. I'm saying that it would be inconvenient. It would exacerbate every problem the family already had. So in their minds, their best short-term solution would be to wait it out. Wait for Ira to come down from whatever drug she was on. They would announce that she returned only when she's presentable. But if she never came down, they probably thought she'd be okay by morning. But if not, well, then wouldn't they take Ira to the hospital? I doubt they would. They wouldn't want the public to see her in such a state. And Ira's mother is a nurse. She'd probably try to handle it by herself. But wouldn't they say that she was sick or something? Why keep their report? She still came home under suspicious circumstances. Perhaps they thought it would be better to come up with something first. They thought they let her recover and then declare she's back, but before they knew it, a couple days already passed. Calling off a report like that so quick would also be embarrassing, you know? That still sounds a little far-fetched, but also, I can't deny the possibility. I don't know Ira's parents personally, but even I'm aware of how dire their reputation is. Did they really go this far to protect it? Are people really capable of things like that? Crap. Crap indeed. But if everything is as you say, is Ira still hasn't come down, that means, yes, her condition is only getting worse. We have to do something. I look around. The TV is still playing in the living room. For a couple of seconds, I stare at the door, holding my breath. Asya, you good there? Yes. Yes, sorry. It's okay. I just need to be quieter. Oh, I see. But yeah, I agree. I've tried calling their place before, but it's either no response or one of her parents, so that's useless. I also thought we could ask Talik, but we gotta skip school for that. Oh, why? He goes to kindergarten. The only time that we could talk to him alone would be when the kids are let out to play, without overlap with their lessons. I can't really. Yep. That's fine, I can. Really? Sure. Love will get a call, but it's no biggie. If you say so. Yeah, I'll go there. Still, there's no guarantee that asking him will work, so I'd like to go to Ira's place to see how things are with my own eyes. Yes, that would be smart. But I think it might be better if I'm not alone. You want me to tag along? If you don't mind. We can meet up after your classes end. You have how many lessons? 5. Okay, great. 12:30 at the gate then. You in? Of course I'm in. Awesome. Then I'll see you there? Yes, see you. Oh, wait. Can I write your number down as well? Yes, of course. How does her school work? She gets out at noon? What the fuck? I want to get out at noon for school. I mark it down on the notepad I've been doodling in. Okay, got it. Now you can annoy my brother all you want. I never. I'm just joshing. Good night, Asya. Good night. Beep. In high school, school started at 7:15, and I didn't get out till almost 2. And I couldn't leave the school. My handset gently clicks against the cradle. I'm home again. The clock is softly ticking from the hallway. The TV continues to mutter from the living room. I look down at the shapes I've scribbled absent-mindedly during our conversation. The cross-hatching got really dense in parts. I don't remember focusing that much. I don't think I was meaning to draw anything. I think I was, yet, oh god, what am I going to look at? See, I think that school should start at 8 for teenagers. For some reason, though, I stick the teenagers at the earliest time. At least where I'm from. When I look at the shape more closely, when I scan its dark, blurry outline, I don't want to look at what it's going to show me. My eyes glide over its hunchback, then down the wave of hair, then deeper, closer to where its face is meant to be. The shadows shrouding it are much too heavy. I'm scared. There is just one thing my mind can parse. 2 things. I smile as Ira's frightened eyes are locked with mine. I miss you. I really, really miss you. Well, that was sad. Oh, we're back to being contemplative. Okay. December 23rd. The sky hangs low. The teacher's droning on about some historical batter by the blackboard. I can't force myself to listen. The only thing that matters right now is what Marina and I have set out to do. As soon as the last bell rings, I rush to the classroom, down the corridor, down the stairs, down another corridor, then to the cloakroom, then outside. A wave of cold hits my defenseless face, so I hastily tie the scarf that had been left hanging loosely from my neck. Asya. Marina's waving at me from the gate. I start running towards her, but... Ow! Die, German spy. Some kid manages to snipe me with a snowball. I wobble, feeling chunks of it falling and melting in my hair. Whoa. That was one heck of a shot. Whoa, nice throw. Okay, maybe don't praise it. I mean, who the hell do you think you are aiming at ladies like that? Ladies? What ladies? She's with the spy. Get her. A barrage of snowballs flies at Marina, though unlike me, she successfully covers her head. What the hell? Gleb, Tanya, I'll tell your moms. They don't like you anyways. Asya, let's go. Grab my hand. Yes, let's. We run across the yard, our poor sides catching the brunt of the artillery fire. Geez, where did they learn to throw like that? Honestly, it's pretty amazing. They must be great at Lapta. Do children play Lapta anymore? Ugh, what the hell is that about, stupid kids? When I get their asses. Marina huffs, slapping snow off her battered coat. I do the same until a rather unpleasant laugh sounds nearby. Nice running, you hens. Huh? Aaron walks through the schoolyard to us, completely unfazed. Marina grits her teeth. Vidiq? Hey, you there. Why aren't you firing at him, huh? Oh yeah, why aren't you guys? Say it loud and clear. 'Cause you're our boss. I heard that. What? What are you, like their nanny? Their boss. Clean your ears. A boss? What does that mean? We have a contract going is what I mean. A mutually beneficial agreement. Capitalist pig. Ostia, let's report him. Capitalist. I know what you are. Contract? It's simple. I let them see some of my hotties wreck card deck. In exchange, they give you two a little workout every time you cross the yard. Great show, by the way. What kind of card deck? Wouldn't you like to know? It's like normal playing cards, but with sexy chicks printed on them. They're naked ones, too. Whoa. Huh. Where did you even get that? Found it in my brother's room. He had it stashed in the back of a drawer. How classy. Show. Huh? Bad chance. Do I look like I'm giving out freebies? Bet that stuff's all crusty anyways. Crusty? Nah. They're in pristine condition, but only for the initiated, which you're not. Wow, we've got a secret society over here. What's the name? Porn Poker League? Huh. That's sketchy, I'll give you that. I don't think we should be talking about this. Right on, Shabina. It's unbecoming for a woman of Comsol to use such expressions. Is it becoming of a man of Comsol to carry stuff like that? Look who's speaking. Look who's, anyway, you made a dumbass deal like that just to have us bombarded with snowballs? Pretty much. Are you 5? Why? It's payback for having me run your stupid errands. I think it's pretty fair, no? Errands? Ah, right. Forgot to tell you yesterday. I called him right after we talked. Huh? He's coming with us to Ira's apartment. Oh, what? Yeah. May I start from Garin to Marina, hoping it's all a joke? I knew we weren't exactly going to have fun, but I'd really rather not talk to him longer than I have to. But why? I have a hunch that simply asking them to come inside won't work. That's what we'll have use for Vidiq's brainless brawn. Brainless? Me? Aren't your own grades in the shitter? They're not, but thanks for your concern. And even if they were, since when are your grades a mark of intellect? That's such an outdated idea, you know? Albert Einstein got really crappy grades and he's like the father of modern physics. I'll tell you more. The whole idea... Hang on, let me read this out. Okay, I'll tell you more. The whole idea of graded academic performance reeks of classism. It goes against everything the Great Revolution stood for. If it were up to me, this whole rotten system would be abolished. Marina, are your grades really okay? Let's go to Ira's place. She's like, no, I'm failing every single one of my classes. Oh my god, I need water. Like that SpongeBob gif. When he goes to visit Sandy. Water. So, you know everything? Depends on what you mean by that. More or less, yes. He knows my theory. I know it's dumb. Didn't ask for an opinion. We'll just go and see if it has any ground. Wait, so you told Vadim about Iris? What? Her illness? Don't worry. He won't tell anyone. How are you so sure? I won't. Huh? We have a promise. I'm not snitching. He owes me big time. That's kind of the reason he's here at all. Don't try and treat me like your lapdog now. I'm not doing shit for you after today. Oh, I thought that was Marina. Yeah, whatever. I look at Garin. Him knowing those things about Ira, those really compromising, shameful things, it just doesn't sit right with me. I can't imagine the Garin I know keeping something juicy to himself. Though, then again, I couldn't have imagined Garin feeling self-conscious about a prank that might have gone too far. Right. It's not that Garin is incapable of being honorable. It's just that I'm entirely too prejudiced. No, this boy is not honorable. But anyway, I always knew that chick was psycho. So she's a different type of crazy now, big deal. If that's how you want to spin it. Ooh, pretty. Pretty purple. Oh, by the way, what's with the kid? The kid? Her brother? You said you're going to ask him if she's home. Oh, right. How did it go? That. About as well as you'd imagine? Huh. Figures. I mean, I saw Talik when everyone came outside, called him to the fence, tried asking him about his sister in like a gentle manner. You know, not too directly. But he got all clammed up and ran away. Yeah, Marina, he doesn't know you. Well, duh, what did you expect? That sounds nutty as shit. Huh? It's not nutty. Oh yeah? Sneaking into a kindergarten to ask a preschooler if his parents are holding his big sister hostage is now normal? In what world? Hey, you make it sound so much worse than it was. I didn't say it like that at all. Who cares how you said it? It's the same thing. It's not. It is. It's obviously not. It totally is. It's not. It's not. It's not. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Please stop. Right. What the hell? I'm acting like a freaking toddler. I'm acting like a toddler? What about you? I'm not the one who started it. Hey, maybe you should have stayed back at that kindergarten. Would be more your speed. Asya, shove some snow into his collar. Huh? Oh yeah? You want to try that, Shabina? I wasn't going to. Why not? Because she has a speck of common sense, unlike some people. Why do I have to do everything around here myself? Marina leans down to grab a chunk of snow, then turns to Garan with a determined expression. Hey, cut it out! He starts to back off, also scooping up a handful of snow. What's that? You scared? Scared? No. I ain't going down without a fight. Oh, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight, alright. Guys. Take that. Ah, nice try. Why get back here? Marina and Garan get into an awkward game of tag, trying to stuff snow into each other's jackets. I try to call out to them again and again, but it's like I'm not even there. Ugh. This is already a mess. Ugh. Despite that little scuffle, we reach our destination pretty quickly. Turns out Ira's apartment block isn't far from mine. That's wonderful. It's almost like we were neighbors. I wonder... Marina? Yeah? Her voice is slightly shaky as she wipes off the remaining snow from her wet collar. Have you ever been to Ira's apartment? What's it like? Nope. Never been there. Aw. I told you we weren't that close. She's been at mine a couple times, though. It's so unfair, right? It sure is. Maybe you'll see it when she's back. Maybe. If she's not already home, she wanted to add. I see it in Marina's eyes. She's got her mind set on finding out the truth today. She'll peek into that flat no matter what. How do you know if anyone's home? We turn to Garan, who's finishing his cigarette a couple meters away. He still has some snow chunks stuck to his hood. I'm glad you asked. I had plenty of time to spare before going to kindergarten, so I stopped by the hospital and asked them about Nurse Rachvieska. So she works night shifts. Better. She hasn't come into work since Ira disappeared. Huh. Hear that? Looks like my theory isn't so stupid anymore, huh? It's still stupid. Marina sticks out her tongue. Why do you keep calling it that, Vadim? I don't think it's that dumb. You serious? She came up with a batshit conclusion, then twisted everything else to match. The hell? That's not true. Yeah, I felt a similar way. Asya. Sorry, Marina, but it does sound a little bit like that. Still, I wouldn't call it, bad shit. Even if it's a little out there. Out there, huh? You know, if there was even a 1% chance she's in there, I have to try. I don't care how dumb it sounds. I agree. You never know until you check. Sabina, you can say that about frickin' anything. You can, but incredible things happen all the time. So, I don't believe we should be calling bold ideas stupid or crazy or anything like that. Bold ideas, please. Aliens crash landing in Tunguska is a bold idea. This is some cheap twist she got from a detective novel. I think both of these are rather bold, though I believe it was a remote energy transfer in Tunguska. Heard that one. Seems far-fetched. I read some eyewitness reports and nothing there suggested electricity. Oh my god, he's such a loser. I love it. Well, electrical explosions and fires of that magnitude wouldn't look too different to an outside observer, I think. And it doesn't have to be electricity, right? There are other forms of energy out there. Nikola Tesla could have given something else a try. Please. Tesla is the electricity guy. I think he'd randomly start playing with, I don't know, plasma? Actually, I was thinking of something like lasers. Guys, what the heck are you on about? Right. That's not what we should be concerned with right now. It's been proven to be a meteor. It exploded in the lower atmosphere and that was that. Even ran like simulations of that stuff. Everything lined up perfectly. Geez, and I'm supposed to be the crazy one? They are such teenagers and I love them. Like, they get so sidetracked so fast. They're like, no, actually, we need to debate this right now. Well, that's a load of crap. Think everything's that simple? Occam's razor, my friend, Occam's razor. And all the evidence points to a meteor anyway. You've got no case. Look, every time I see the word meteor, there's a TikTok from like 2020 that I think about. Where it's like, it's like someone pretending to be God, and he's like, "Hey, Angel, did you get the request in for the dinosaurs to make the meteor?" And it's spelled like meteor, and then the angel looks and goes, "Meteor," like the word meteor, you know, because the dinosaurs have a dinosaur. I'm explaining this so badly, but it makes me laugh every time. So every time I see the word meteor, I think about meteor. Meteor. Because English is a stupid language. Well, there are some inconsistencies, such as, like, this had to be either a meteor or a comet, right? I think the comet theory is the most popular, but comets have relatively smooth curve to their trajectories. If this was really a comet, it would have burned up in the atmosphere at a much higher altitude. Well, it could still be an asteroid. The name's literally the Tunguska meteor. Then where's the debris, genius? Where's the crater? I said it exploded in the air. There wouldn't be a crater. Then there would just be chunks of it scattered around. They scoured the whole area and nada. The chunks. The debris could have disintegrated from the heat. The blast was huge, right? The people in the villages nearby felt this intense heat wave. It could have totally melted the thing. Melting? Huh. I knew you sucked at physics, but that bad? Oh yeah, because your alien spaceship version is so realistic. Magic Man, what's up? Guess what? What? I'm bad at guessing. Oh, thank you for the raid. Hang on, let me see who's Irene. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, thanks for the friends. Thank you, Magic Man. Hi, how are you? How was stream? Oh, Sky, thank you for the follow. Ooh, fun. Old school Tomb Raider? Or newer Tomb Raider. I played some newer Tomb Raider. Hi everybody. We're just playing some Z.A.T.O. It's a very fun visual novel where we get to contemplate the state of the universe. Ooh, Rise of the Tomb Raider? Hell yeah. Well, welcome in. Doing a lot of reading today. Hey, no worries, Irenes. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry you have to go wash dishes. Probably my least favorite chore. I'm gonna swap into this music. Yeah. No worries if people have to leave, but I appreciate if people want to hang out. We're just doing, like I said, a visual novel. I'm attempting to do voices, and they are different every single week. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, we were arguing about a comment. All of these teens are so funny. Oh, and also, if you don't know what Z.A.T.O is about, Z.A.T.O, I love the world and everything in it, just to kind of catch everybody up. Their classmate Ira went missing a few days ago. Kind of mysteriously. And Asia, our main character, they aren't friends, but just like brief interactions. And so they're kind of trying to figure out what happened the night that she disappeared. Because no one really seems to care about this poor teenager. And I'm adopting all of these children. Also, something's going on with Asia, and we don't know what's going on with her, but something's up. Actually, there's also the extinct comet theory. Our conversation continued like that for the next couple of minutes. Wow, I never have guessed I could discuss a topic like that with my schoolmates, especially Garin, even though everyone's opinion is so different that the exchange borders on being full-blown argument. I think I'm having fun. It's strange. It wouldn't be much of a dialogue if everyone sat nodding their heads in agreement, I suppose. That much is obvious even to me. I just forgot how things like this are meant to feel. When was the last time that I've done this? Have I ever done this? Maybe I never have. Maybe I was never supposed to. Now, I'm not sure myself. If I were never meant to find myself in a situation like this, then the only way this could have been made possible is through a blessing. That's the only sensible answer. The only reason why I can enjoy things like this, despite my inadequacy, of course. Naturally, it's a gift. I cannot waste it. Perhaps that tiny part of my humanity knows how conversations can be restored. Is that why something so improbable has been allowed to happen? Maybe I'm being too hopeful. In any case, it's yet another thing I can be wholeheartedly grateful for. Alright, enough space talk. Let's go see what we came here for, shall we? Yeah, let's. Thought you'd never ask. Marina gives us a reassuring smile, and we all head to the entrance. It's the same as all the other residential buildings in Vorkuta 5. A long 5-story block with evenly spaced out canopies at its base, each hiding the metal door with a code lock and a bulletin board on the side. If someone took a photo of it and then told me it was my house in the picture, I'd believe them without a second thought. Nevertheless, stepping closer to it, looking at it, knowing that this is the roof under which Ira grew up, slept, and dined, it fills me with a sense of reverence. You know the code. Also I hate this man. He's also a teenager, I just hate him. He bullies Asia, and then Asia's like, I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't think that he knows he's being so mean. And it's like, no, honey. He knows he's being that mean. Yeah, my classmates live in the same building. And what if we run into her? Calm down, we won't. Marina types in the code, the lock click. We're in. It's slightly dark and warm. Now, past familiar-looking mailboxes, up a familiar-looking staircase, one familiar-looking floor after another, we make our way to Ira's apartment. Oh, it's on the same floor in the same spot as mine. Okay. That's kind of spooky. That's so cute. Oh, Marina takes a deep breath. Okay, I'll do the talking. Your guy's job is to stand next to me and look polite. Understood? Yes, sir. I nod. Satisfied with the response, our negotiator fixes her hair and rings the doorbell. A couple seconds pass in silence. Marina is about to reach for the button a second time, but that's when we hear steps approaching from inside the flat. Then pause. Oh, also totally forgot. Magic Man is going to be mad if I don't self-promote my charity drive that I'm doing. We are raising money for Trans Lifeline, basically for the rest of the month. They're a great by trans people, for trans people, nonprofit. They have a helpline, resources, things like that. So if you're interested in donating, you can do !donate in the chat, or you can go to the About section on Twitch, and there's a link. They're a very cool organization. We stand still. I can almost feel it on my skin. The person's gaze from the other side of the door scanning us through the peephole. Finally, there's a snap, and the door opens in a narrow light strip. A woman's face peers out, looking disheveled. Her tangled hair is the same shade as Ira's. Yes? Good afternoon. We're Ira's friends from class. We nod politely. Friends? Yes. Yes, we've been really worried about her. I can't imagine what it's been like for you. I didn't know she had friends at school. Why wouldn't she? Ira's the coolest girl I know. Right, guys? Yeah. Yes, the coolest, and very kind. Agree. Now, we went to the cafe like all the time. How come she never told you? In any case, I apologize if it's any inconvenience, but I promise it won't take you long. Last Monday, I lent Ira one of my brother's books. If it's not too much trouble, I would like to have it back. He needs it for work. Sure. What's the name? On the Stability of Closed Systems. It's a paperback. On the Stability of... She read things like that? I was surprised too, but it seems like she's been interested in structural dynamics for some time. Wish I had her passion. I'm just too dumb for stuff like that. Best I can do is share some studies. I see. Something softens in the woman's eyes. Okay, I will go look. Oh, that's all right. We can... Oh. Suspicious. The door slams shut and we hear the sound of a turning lock. Then the steps retreat into the apartment. Great job. Shut up. Marina hisses quietly. Don't move yet. It's going as planned. Is it? To me, it just looks like we got the door shut in our face. She said she's gonna look. Just wait. When she comes back here empty-handed, we'll offer to search for it ourselves. She closed the lock just to go inside for a couple minutes. Think she'll let us in all willy-nilly? If my theory's right, she won't. That's when we'll have to force our way through. I'm counting on you, Vadik. Are you serious? What's that? Can't push past a fragile little lady? Of course not. It's just... Hush. She's here. The door opens again. The woman peeks out. There you go. Huh? A hand emerges from the slit holding a small softcover volume. Your book. Marina's gaze slowly moves between the tome and the woman's face. She reaches out carefully and accepts it. Thank you. Thank you for being friends with her. What do you mean she had the book? That's crazy. The door shuts. That's nuts. What do you mean that Ira had the book that Marina thought she wouldn't have? Okay. Marina flips through the book's pages absentmindedly. So, did you actually lend Ira that book? No. I don't think so, no. You don't think so? She shakes her head. She gives me the tome and starts digging through her bag for what must be the 4th time already. Damn it. Where is it? What the hell? I look down at the stability of closed systems in my hand. Just like Marina said, it's a small paperback, and a worn out one at that. The year of issue says 1966. I open the book on a random page. If we are to arrange the components in order of cognition, the list will go as follows, starting from the highest. Moral belief, prejudice, subjectivity, objectivity, the desire to create, the desire to change, the desire for happiness, the desire for status, ambition, confidence, self-esteem, self-image, the desire for kinship, the desire for family, desire for intimacy, the desire for a healthy body, the desire for a stable income, the desire for plentiful resources, the desire for shelter, food, water, sleep, sex, procreation, excretion, breathing, homeostasis, soul. Is this that hierarchy of needs? Is Pat that what whoever's hierarchy needs? The exact sequence remains a subject of debate. That being said, the soul is ubiquitously accepted as the root for all cognitive function at the time of writing. Each subsequent component following the root is the result of varying degrees of deviation from the base code, which... Are you digging for gold in there? I took our copy with me to show her mom in case we ended up searching her room, but it's... She goes silent, her movement slowing to a halt. Marina? It's not here. She stares into her empty bag with an expression I've never seen before. Then she lifts her hands and takes the book from my hands. The way Marina looks at it, as if she's trying to compare the item in front of her eyes to the memory of the one she held this morning. Could be a different copy. She softly shakes her head. I don't know. Maybe you did lend it to her? Marina doesn't respond. I look at Garan, but find myself unsure of what to make of his expression either. He wouldn't miss an opportunity to make a joke about this, right? Marina looks so lost. It would be very cruel. No. It'd be a very Garan thing to do. And the serious face, seeing him with a face like that is oddly disconcerting. So it worked? Huh? Marina quickly slips the book into her messenger and turns it to us, wearing her usual tripper grin. Guess old habits die hard. I'm the same old airhead. Huh? You caught me, Asya. Looks like I got some things mixed up with all the weird crap going on. That's okay. Happens to me sometimes too. Right? Took you this long to realize you got mush for brains? I guess the people around you were too nice to point it out. Well, thank God you're here to tell me how it is, Vadik. Anyway, that sure was something, huh? Yeah. A whole load of nothing is what it was. We didn't learn shit. Wrong. Did you see how her mom was acting? If you ask me, it's a little suspicious. You think so? Don't you? She was dead set on not letting us see a sliver of the flat. Why do you think that is? I understand what you're implying, but she might just be a private person. Made it obvious. She's sick of random people asking about her daughter. You two aren't wrong. I'm sure both of these are big contributing factors, but even then, I don't know about you, but to me, something about her behavior seemed a little too paranoid. I doubt privacy is all there is to it. I suppose I can see what you mean. What I'm saying is, even if it doesn't confirm my theory, it certainly doesn't disprove it. Sure. Cool. Can I go home now? Stop right there. You said you're off duty. Man, what else is there to do? Contact Ira directly. Duh. That's what you're here for. Huh? Thought my job was to push past her mom or something? Nah. I didn't expect a direct approach to go smoothly. We just had to get that part out of the way. Now, comrades, this is where the real action begins. And the real action? Yep. Follow me. I can hear Garn sigh behind me. Yeah, what is up with Marina's schemes? My god, this game's gonna make me lose my voice. Marina leads us right around the building, stopping on the side that looks out to the neighboring apartment block. And what are we supposed to do here? She walks to the small playground wedged between the buildings, leans down and starts clearing the snow out with her hands. Marina? This woman. Wait. You're gonna stand there and do nothing? Come on, help me out. With what? Jeez, you guys, use your heads. We're throwing rocks at Ira's window. Garn shakes his head in disbelief. Well, it's a pretty normal suggestion, all things considered. Is what I'd like to say, but then I look up to the 5th floor where Ira's room is supposed to be. But isn't it a little too high? Asya, that's what we call a defeatist attitude. If it were the Great Patriotic War, I'd have to shoot you on the spot. What? It really is high, though. Think you can throw that far? No harm in trying. And I'm kind of betting on you to make the shot. Or, will that be too hard for you? Of course not. I was talking about your noodle arms, not mine. Marina lets out a smug little laugh. Meanwhile, Garn cautiously looks over the building. So, which window was that again? Should be the one over there. You with the teddy bear? Ah, I frantically scanned the apartment complex. A teddy? A teddy. Oh, found it. Right there, right where the window to my room would be. Why am I so suspicious of these parallels? Ah, there it is. Ira's window. That's the window that she was looking out every day. The window she chose to put that plushie on. She did that so when she looked out the window, she'd also see her teddy bear. Maybe sometimes she'd hold it in her hands and squeeze it. Does that bear have a name? It has to. I wonder if it's something classic like Misha or Winnie. I suppose Ira could be the type of girl to call the toy first thing that pop into... Wait, let me read that. I suppose that Ira could be the type of girl to call a toy the first thing that happened to pop into her head. That does sound like her, but something tells me she didn't do that. I really think she spent time picking a name that would be perfect fit. Perhaps the name she went with in the end turned out to be a little unconventional. But it must have felt so right. She couldn't imagine choosing anything else. I can totally picture it. God, that's so cute. So freaking cute. It's too adorable. Ira, you're too adorable. How do you know it's that one? You said you've never visited. I mean, I've called her outside a couple times. I see. Then Garn walks back, trying to calculate the best possible angle. His face doesn't look all too confident. Marina, having dug up some pebbles from the ground, runs up to him and drops a few into his hand. Looks like I'm next in line. I don't think I'll be any good at this. Nonsense. What did I say about defeatism? 3 small rocks landed to my mitten. They're wet and dirty, and the dirt gets tangled in the wool. There's something charming about that. I look up to see Garn tossing and catching a pebble in his hands. He's eyeing Ira's window, with the intensity of a boxer arguing with his opponent from across the ring. Well, what you waiting for? Piss off, I need to aim. Huh, right. You're not solving a freaking math equation. Just go for it. That's how the pros do it. Oh yeah? Gonna lead by example? With pleasure. Marina gives both of us a challenging look, then turns to face the block. She takes a couple of steps back, gripping the pebble in her hand. Then she exhales and... pop. It lands in the snow. That's not even close. Shut up. It didn't even reach the wall. Hey, listen, it's the spirit that matters. Think the pros get to national level without a couple of fumbles? No. It's a rocky road. Victory starts with a mindset, a goal-oriented mindset. That's true. Oh yeah, sure, you're gonna go far with a throw like that. Maybe one day you'll make it to the Paralympics. Okay, rude. Big talk from the guy who's yet to make one shot. Why are you still standing around there anyway, huh? Characters won't even fly that far? You suck at bluffing. With a big, almost theatrical swing, Garin shoots his pebble across the yard. It draws a rather scenic arc and bounces off the wall just below the second floor. That's it. Better than your sad excuse for a throw. It's nostalgic. Years pass and you still pitch like a toddler. Zip it, Kaplan, or you're catching the next rock. Oh no. We're on a surname basis now. He's serious. You bet your ass I am. Listen here. First one to hit the target wins. Loser buys soda. Sure, you're on. Asya, your turn. But do I have to? It's pretty far. Come on, just for fun. Can't do much worse than me. Well, if all three of us are playing, how do we choose the loser? If the winner is the one who wins the game, we can't have two losers, right? Whoever hits the lowest, whatever. Just shoot already. I'm really no good at this. I'm always the last one in PE. I look up to the 5th floor. Man, hanging out with Marina's really gonna run my wallet dry. Bye-bye, allowance. No, she was right. That's a defeatist attitude. I can't let it bring me down. I've heard stories of people lifting cars in times of crisis. When it's do or die, us humans can pull off athletic feats that would be impossible. So can I. I just need to channel that. I need to get into the zone. Let my inner warrior out. My inner warrior. Yeah, that's right. I come from a long lineage of humans. The blood of prehistoric hunters flows in me. The one that hunted mammoths, the one that chased prey for days on end. I think I'm feeling it. I feel it. I can feel the adrenaline pumping. Someone's looking determined. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Show us how it's done. I take my swing. I'm sorry, Marina. I may not reach the 5th floor, but I'm not going to come last. Not this time. This time I'll... Either she's gonna really fail. I think she's gonna really fail. The pebble bounced off the asphalt not even 2 meters away from me. Yeah, that checks out. I stand frozen in place. My ancestry. Well, everyone's off to the great start, it seems. This is just sad. Can I drop out? Please? Marina takes in my pitiful look and sighs. Yeah, maybe sit this one out. Winning against your will kind of feels cheap. Alright, no fun in that. Out of the way then. Kaplan, ready your wallet. Oh, wait, I'm gonna snooze that. Ignore that announcement. With my Olympic self-esteem in shambles, I scoot to the side. It's okay. Some people are not made for this. It's okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One after another, Garin fires off the rest of his ammo. Blink, blink, clink. Each hit a little higher than the one before. And the last one strikes a 3rd floor window pane. Shit. We all freeze up. Crap. Somebody peeks out and scolds us will draw the eyes of the whole neighborhood. Not that we're being all that inconspicuous to start with, but... Seconds pass. Nobody shows up. We let out a collective exhale. Ew, Fatigue, would it kill you to be a smidge more careful? You told me to just go for it. Did I say that? You did. Ah, well, you know, thoughtlessly following orders won't get you anywhere. Critical thinking goes a long way. So do we listen to you, or... Shabina, pass the rocks. Marina, start running. Wow, scary, scary. Also, it's my turn. She pushes Garin away with her shoulder. I shouldn't be expecting much, consider her first shot. But even though the angle was all wrong, it was quite forceful. If she aimed just a little better. Marina's pebble shoots up fast and high. Bam. Whoa. It slams dangerously close to the 4th-story window, just above Garin's strongest throw. What? Huh? For a moment, Marina looks surprised at how high she actually managed to hit. Then an arrogant smirk spreads across her face. Yeah, Batik. I wonder why I called you here at all. Okay. We're almost at the end of stream. So we might... I think we're gonna end here. So I don't know how long this section's gonna be. We'll find out the end of this next week. Hit save. We just have to save. If that's cool with everybody. Because I don't want to get stuck in like another 20-minute section. So we'll find out if they actually hit the window or not next week. Also, your girl is tired. I will be back on Sunday. Let's do this. I will be back on Sunday. We are starting Esoteric Ebb on Sunday. I just decided I want to read for multiple hours on stream, I guess. And if not, we'll be back with more of this game on Wednesday. But thanks for everyone for hanging out. Sorry for the little abrupt I'm ending, but I didn't want to get... Sometimes I get into the flow state of reading. What, that I'm going to be reading another game? Mad Child. Once we finish this game, I have another game lined up that will be voiced, so... Whenever we finish this one. Yeah, I've been eyeing Esoteric Ebb. I played the demo and really liked it, so... We'll be doing that, because we finished Kingdom Hearts 2. Thanks for all the raiders who stuck around as well. I hope to see you back. I hope everyone has a good night. Mad Child, happy name day tomorrow. I don't know if that's something you say, but I'm going to say it. I cannot get over this music. It's so fun. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. And I hope to see everybody soon. Bye-bye.